Hello, everybody. Well, check out this cool video. It's a reminder that everyone can help the circle of life keep on rolling. It shows a little baby sea turtle working its way toward the water with some assistance from some folks who were just, chilling on the beach in Martinique. They took a child's plastic shovel to dig a little trench for it. Check that out. And 30 minutes later, the little guy made it to the water. That is pretty adorable.
Buddy. Oh, that's cute.
Hang in there. You're getting there. Oh, there it is. That must have felt good.
We can all do our part.
Get to the water. Sweet. Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us. Let's begin like we'd like to do here with stories from the very top of our feed. And we kick off with a bit of a theme for the first part of our show with a unique piece of art showing off the best of the best.
Check this out. An artist from St. Louis posted this video to YouTube this week. It shows all of the films nominated for Best Picture at Sunday's Oscar Awards. His flipbook lasts about 45 seconds and depicts scenes from each of the 10 films, plus one movie that's up for Best Animated Feature. The professional flipbook artist says it took him a week to complete the book. By the way, he goes by the name The Flippist. How perfect. That is so cool. How fun.
Oh.
And I'm impressed it only took a week. That's a lot of drawings.
That's a lot of drawing. And the thing had to make that visual work, every page has to be just slightly, just a tiny little difference, from the one before it. That is like meticulous.
It's, yes, dedication. My stick figure art is my best work, so I really, anybody that can do that, bravo to you.
Exactly.
And I just wish that was me.
Same here. Good work. Well, the stars will be out this weekend on Sunday for the biggest night in Hollywood. It is time for the Oscars yet again.
But one star who is nominated for Best Song actually will not be singing. We just learned that Lady Gaga will not be performing her song Hold My Hand, such a good one. While we heard that song, of course, in Top Gun Maverick. She's filming her role in the Joker sequel, so she doesn't have time to rehearse, which I'm sad about that because I do love that song and it was a great movie.
Imagine being such a big star, you can tell the Oscars, I'm too busy.
Sorry,
Sorry,
yeah.
already booked. Sorry. But here's the good news. We will hear from Rihanna, fresh off her blockbuster performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. Well, she this weekend will perform Lift Me Up off the Wakanda Forever soundtrack.
I hope she brings the floating stages too.
Yes.
That Super Bowl performance was iconic, so this one's going to be good too.
It is. I mean, it's Rihanna. She knows how to perform. I was really surprised. I know I'm a little late to the party on this one. I think I was on leave. But the backlash was so swift for her halftime performance.
Oh, I know.
And it was like once you knew she was pregnant, which to me was clear during the performance.
Yes, obvious.
You get a pass. One of the pregnant women swing in the middle of the
Yes.
air, months into a pregnancy. So
I always like to tell people, you try doing that, let me see you do that too, and then you can place your judgment.
Exactly. So Rihanna, I'm sure will rock the stage once again. Very cool.
Will.
All right, time to get your popcorn ready. We're going to bring you a few quick stories that are just fun to know. Always love this part of the show. And our focus today is this weekend's Oscars. How about that? We start with the name of that trophy that everybody wants.
Yes, it's fun to know that the name of the trophy is actually called the Academy Award of Merit. No one really knows why he earned the nickname Oscar, though there are some theories. It was originally sculpted by an LA artist, and more than 3,100 statuettes have been awarded since the first ceremony in 1929. Now, I did a little research because I was like, what are these theories? And apparently one of the former directors of the Academy said the statue kind of resembled her uncle Oscar. And so that's one theory that's why people started calling it Oscar. And
Interesting.
So maybe, we don't know. That could be the Oscar. He's very sculpted, so good for him,
Good
whoever
for him.
Oscar was.
I never thought about the origin of Oscar. I never
Me either.
until right now. Yeah.
And I didn't know he had an official name that wasn't Oscar.
Right, and no one really knows, which I guess is kind of cool. So
Yeah,
they're the
we like
Oscars.
it.
Yeah, there we are. Well, the youngest winner ever to get that little gold bald man statue was Tatum O'Neal, just 10 years old at the time. The oldest ever, the other spectrum of life, Anthony Hopkins at 83.
Icon. The tradition of the sealed envelope, that's another big part of the ceremony. That dates back to 1941. Before then, the Academy let the press know who the winners were in advance, but then they embargoed that information. In 1940, the LA Times broke that embargo and published the names of the winners prior to the ceremony. So the following year, that sealed envelope was introduced. Well, yeah, the betrayal there, they're not going to trust anybody after that.
I got to read up on that too. Why would the LA Times put it out before the ceremony, taking the suspense away for the stars and the public?
That's no fun.
Yeah,
the whole excitement is the fanfare, the drama.
Until they get the envelope wrong.
Yes.
Who was it? Was that Kimmel? Who?
Oh gosh.
Remember that a couple years ago?
I do remember that, but I'm so bad.
It was Moonlight or some other movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. You've heard of it by now. Anyway, so other than that, we like the envelopes. All right. As for the fashion walk on the red carpet, that carpet itself, legendary red carpet, 500 feet long and a total of 16,500 square feet.
The honor for the most expensive dress to ever be worn on that carpet belongs to this Dior couture ball gown valued at $4 million. Gorgeous. It was loaned to Jennifer Lawrence for the 2013 ceremony. And the carpet's going to be champagne this year?
Well, why is that? We have a lot of...
Okay.
It's like more like we're hosting Jeopardy today.
Yes,
I got a lot of questions.
Evan is just laying down these facts for us, and I'm curious. I have to watch. This is all a good teaser.
Why champagne? Is it a special anniversary? Anyone know? I'm curious now. All right.
All right.
A lot
write
of
it on our
Googling.
Facebook page. Please give us some answers. We need help, clearly.
Please do. And props to Jennifer Lawrence, too. I'm a big fan of hers. All right. Well, 2 kids under 4 at home. You can bet we read a lot of Llama Llama Red Pajama. I have no idea how many times I've read that.
Plays in your head at night.
Oh, just hamster on a wheel. This next story features that furry creature, but not in the way you may think.
Our friend Lauren Edwards brings us the story of a Joe Llama, a guy who got in trouble for just doing his job.
Please don't spit on me. Please, you look irritated.
Joe Llama never spat on his mama, Andrea Lang, but she says that's how llamas protect their animals.
We had a couple incidents with just coyotes and stray dogs. So I read about protection llamas, and they are actually instinctively, they will guard and protect your herd.
That's all he was doing on Saturday when the goats, his brothers and sisters, left the pen.
This fence is electrified and it had grounded out, and one of the girls, I think, escaped, and so off they went, and Joe just followed suit.
It was the Kent County Sheriff's Office that stepped in and got him home safely. They posted their efforts online.
The biggest thing is, when we call like a dog, you make that kissy sound. That's llama for I'm gonna spit on you. So I have a feeling that's maybe why so many deputies got caught in the line of fire. I can just picture calling him over, come here, buddy.
But it worked and got him back to his pen, unlike his siblings who just took off when the deputies arrived.
They probably saw the police coming and they were like, uh-oh, Mom's gonna get mad, we're getting out of here. And they probably took off, and Joe just standing there like, what? You did great.
I'm learning today a lot about the Oscars and about llamas. This is a full day of work.
Llamas? Who knew? I love it. I want a protection llama for my future property, get him trained up to do some patrols. Now you got to read your kids. They're going to have to make a children's book of that story. You'll have to read your kids the story, Joe Llama, the protection llama.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, no, and that Llama Llama book series, really, for any parent out there, there's 40 of them. Yeah, and my boys at home love it, so I know that well, but I will never read it quite the same, knowing Joe's out there.
Joe Llama.
Joe Llama. Oh, man. All right, we're just getting warmed up here on Afternoon Focus. Coming up after this next break, the simple way a couple is spreading kindness.
Everything works better when you're around kind and compassionate people. The signs are helping to connect positive people doing positive things.
We'll take a look at this beautiful spectacle. A time-lapse captures the nearly full moon set behind the Providence skyline in Rhode Island. That's majestic looking. Love that.
It's like a movie. That doesn't even look real.
I know.
Wow.
That's like very seamless, and it's so cool. It's just a clear sky.
And Rhode Island, not a state you always hear a lot about.
No, we don't get a lot of Rhode Island news. It's quiet out there.
Exactly.
Let's be peaceful.
Very pretty in Rhode Island. I've been there once for a wedding. Very pretty state, but you don't hear a lot about it. So I'm glad we got their moon on there.
Get him in the rotation here. Well, be kind. It's a phrase we learn as kids, but sometimes us adults forget the importance of it.
Indeed. Well, our friend Nordia Lewis met a couple in the great state of Maryland, striving to spread that message through art. And with every stroke of the paintbrush, they're sending a very powerful message. Check it out.
Right now, I'm painting a Maryland. Like many, Eric Miller and his partner Tina Thomas were tired of hearing about the negativity in our community. The couple practices mindfulness and implements kind affirmations daily.
Give me a hug, girl.
But they wondered how they can turn their positive words and emotions into an action that will make a difference in our communities.
Back in January 2020, I read a negative news story, and I just thought we're better than that. And made a sign, put it up in town, and people liked it. It gave people hope.
The sign was simple. It reads, "Be kind."
Everything works better when you're around kind and compassionate people.
Eric, who's a custom woodworker, designs each board by hand.
They are definitely a labor of love.
He and Tina both paint and plaster the signs all throughout the area in 7 different languages. The goal is for people to see the signs and put action behind it.
The signs are helping to connect positive people doing positive things.
The couple turned their Be Kind project into a business called Infinite Love Project, where you could buy signs online or paint your own at their free events.
That everybody becomes just a little bit kinder to themselves, their housemates, their neighbors, strangers, because the ripple effect is going to be amazing.
See, something simple can be powerful.
Yes.
Which I think is awesome. Just be kind. You can tell they're genuine in their, you know what I mean, their goal here to spread that kind of good energy.
Yes, and words can be so powerful, and sometimes you just need that little reminder in your day. If you're, rushing around and you're kind of huffing and puffing, oh, I'm late everywhere, and you see something that just gives you a minute to say, okay, let me take a breath. Let me say hello to somebody, and it's a beautiful day outside, or I have something to be grateful for. And it's just those little moments that can turn your day right on another track.
It's true. It's true. And they started with the right idea. They're like, we're tired of all the negative, which quite honestly is kind of the concept of this show.
Yes.
We know everything else that's going on in the world. We know what's out there. We hope these 30 minutes kind of are a break from all of that and a reminder there's still a lot of good, like those two, in the world doing great stuff.
Yes, and you got to breathe all that in and carry it with you.
Yes. Amen. Well, when we come back, we're going to show you how new at-home veterinary care program, is positively impacting pets and vets alike. Stay right there. Welcome back, everybody. Well, whether you're shopping for supplies, clothes, or even groceries, odds are you can get it delivered to your home and at your convenience. Yes, true. Thank you.
Love it.
Now, imagine that very same model, but with health care for your pets.
Elizabeth Ruiz tells us about a service that some veterinarians say is positively impacting their work-life balance and preventing stress among animals.
If your furry companion gets nervous when you take them to the vet, you're not alone. Hugo and Ghost have lots of energy. That's part of the reason why dog owner Sam Harris decided to try an at-home vet service.
Hugo always gets very simultaneously anxious and excited to go to the vet's office because he knows he gets treats there. But he also knows that he's going to get stuck with needles. Here, I think he just wanted to show everybody his toys.
The service, called The Vets, started in 2021. Veterinarian Alejandro Cao says it's currently available in 15 cities across the U.S., including Denver, Las Vegas, Houston, and Tampa. He says they hope to expand to more cities in the coming years.
This service is a phenomenal opportunity for them to assimilate to all of the touching and prodding and weird senses that they might feel, but they're doing it at home. They're doing it in front of, their owner, with their owner around.
From vaccinations and home lab tests to wellness exams, Alejandro says they can handle the majority of pet care in your home. But he says if your pet is facing an emergency or needs a surgery, that still needs to be done in a clinic setting.
We're able to say, hey, we think that this needs a little bit more attention, maybe more round-the-clock care.
While a lot of the focus is on the pets, Alejandro says a big reason why this at-home vet service started is because of veterinary burnout.
Previous to this, I was working at a one-doctor practice down in Miami, Florida, and that was intense. I mean, I wouldn't leave till 9 at night, many nights, and I'd start at 8 in the morning.
A veterinarian well-being study by Merck Animal Health found veterinarians scored higher in burnout than physicians. That study came out just before the pandemic, and since then, 23 million households have added a pet to their family, according to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The study shows vets reported a reduction of burnout when they had more time outside of work to spend with family and friends.
If I had to say one thing about the vets is that my work-life balance is certainly much more balanced than it ever has been.
Alejandro says it will take more innovative solutions like at-home vet care to make sure both our pets and the veterinarians are well taken care of.
Hey, is this your toy?
I love that. As a dog mom, a self-proclaimed dog mom, I have an almost 70-pound golden retriever. He likes to travel in the car. He'll stick his head out the window, but the second he gets to the vet office, he knows, and he starts shaking. And they get really scared, and he'll kind of lay on the floor, and you have to, come on, and he knows that he's going to get a shot or something. So you got to, like, drag this big thing across the floor. And so if a vet could come to my house, that would be great, because I think it would really, he, like they said in the story, he wants to show people his toys, and then you don't have to worry and you don't have to sit in traffic with your dog. So I think that's great. And another problem we've seen because of the pandemic is vets getting burned out. A lot of healthcare workers, we've seen that too, but we've seen a big veterinary shortage during the pandemic as well. And so, as the guy said in the story, this is a great work-life balance kind of thing to help people enjoy their job a little bit more. And when you do enjoy your job, you're not going to want to leave. So we need vets, and if it helps people want to stay in the profession, why not?
Wow. I get excited when someone just delivers food to the house. I'm like, that life is great. So if you have a sick pet,
anything.
God bless him. No, that's incredible too. And I didn't know, I'm not a pet owner, that dogs can get the sense of when they're going to the vet, the same way that kids don't like going to the dentist because they have a cavity and they don't like getting their teeth cleaned. I get that, but dogs have that same sense.
I don't know if it's the fluorescent lighting and the linoleum floors, and they're like, ah! So
wow.
Yeah, they definitely can feel that, and you try to bribe them with all the food in the world, and they're like, not taking it, lady. So it's nice to know that people are thinking outside the box, and I think all the home delivery, like you said, the food. My favorite, get some cookies shipped to my door, sure.
I'm a Seamless addict, if you know what that is. The app, or it comes to the...
I haven't tried that.
Oh, Seamless for food. Drizzly delivers alcohol to the house.
I do know about that
I've
one.
heard from friends.
So, yeah, I have. Of course I haven't used that.
No. Just any delight from me. When you said dog mom, are you like dress him in sweaters?
Well, he's
dog mom?
He's big, so he does have a Hawaiian shirt, I admit.
Okay.
I will admit he has a Hawaiian shirt.
That's step one, clue one.
So yeah, step one, check, crazy lady. It's fine. But yeah, and he's got little shoes for the snow. But those, I argue, are more necessary than for fashion.
Okay.
So,
does he sleep in the bed with you and all?
My fiance says no to that, but
when
he's not home, it's me and the dog.
Okay, when he's not, okay, that's fair balance.
If he's traveling for work, then the dog is right up next to me. He puts his head on the pillow, we snuggle, it's precious. Sorry.
Oh, very nice. I've learned a lot today, so much. Stick around here on the show to see how this girl got the wildest hairdo ever. I love that. Stay with us.
In my mind, Rob and Julie are like my best friends.
How cute are they?
They got some chemistry going on.
They are uplifting, lots of humor, and true heart.
I kind of create a safe space for people to just say whatever they want with no judgment.
That guy's like vibrating on a higher frequency than everybody else, I think, because I don't know how you do that.
Easily the highlights of my day.
And hey, I'll meet you at Mardi Gras.
Well, welcome back. Well, some of us wake up on the wrong side of the bed. This little girl got up on the wrong side of the trampoline. So cute, that hair.
Oh, man. She could join Gene Simmons on tour with that look. Look at that.
The static electricity is really...
It happens on a slide too. My boys go down the slide sometimes, and poof, they get to the end. I'm like, what? I'm not a science guy. I was like, that's crazy. Oh, I've never seen anything quite like that.
Yeah, love it. I'm glad they caught that on video. It's going to be a core memory right there.
Exactly. Oh man, that's good stuff. Well, we made it through another week. My first week back. Thanks for making it cool. And we hope you join us on Monday for the story of a group making a sweet surprise for kids in foster care.
They're not always told how special they are. They are so special, so important, and they deserve to have a birthday cake and a happy birthday on their birthday.
Everyone deserves a birthday cake, that's true.
Absolutely. And listen, our foster care system has a lot of issues, but we want to show you some good things that are going on. So
there are still good people.
Yes, always, always, always.
Well, that's our show for today, but we want to hear from you.
Send us your ideas at our Facebook page. Check it out. And as for now, though, we'll see you back here on Monday, same time, same couch.